My name is Ryan Burke, and I just love guitars. That's why I'm traveling the whole world to try as many as I can. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum Road Case. This episode is brought to you by Big Ear Pedals with their mysterious multi-effect, Albi. Gun Street Wiring Shop. Unlock your guitar's hidden tones with an expertly crafted custom wiring harness. Teisco Pedals. I use them. I love them. Maybe you will too. And Tour Gear Designs and their amazingly small and flat patch cables. Everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum. I'm on the road here at Pitbull Audio in San Diego. This quarantine shut down. There's a skeleton crew here working the warehouse, dealing with shipping and online orders and stuff like that. So I get, I get free reign of the showroom. I'm just playing around with stuff, having some fun. In this video, I'm gonna unbox 3 different Squier offsets, and I'm gonna decide which one I would buy. So let's get to it. Let's open these things up and see what I've got. There we go. Pretty black Affinity Starcaster there. I'm gonna have to remember how these all came out of the box so I can put them back right. That's a good sign. This one comes with a offset trem bar. Oh boy. This feels beefy. Hell yeah. Basics. Uh-oh. I think I might be unboxing this one upside down. Now that is pretty. I think this is a classic vibe Jaguar. Oh boy. This is going to be fun. Which one should I start with? I'm assuming they're all going to be out of tune, out of the box. They're probably going to need a bit of setup too. Pitbull does setups on guitars before they ship them out. Lots of retailers do that, some don't. It's not uncommon for guitars to not be set up very well right out of the box if the retailer didn't do it. So we'll see. We will see. Right off the bat, not bad. It was pretty close to in tune. Obviously not perfectly in tune. This is one of the this is the more affordable Starcaster from Squier. I think they're like $299. Start a little drive edit. Fretwork is actually not bad on it for an Affinity. Glossy frets, really nice polish on them. Actually pretty smoothed out on the edges too. I'm a little shocked right now. I mean, I've played Affinity stuff over the years in shops that was just horrendous. But this actually looks dressed up pretty nice. Construction looks decent inside. I'm not seeing any stray globs of glue or anything like that, or weird routes. I mean, it is cosmetically, this is a affordable guitar, you know, a $299 guitar, if that is the price on it. And the pickups look like, you know, budget pickups. There's something about, you know, the finishing along the F-holes and stuff like that, that, you know, doesn't scream $1,200 instrument, for sure. With a quick tune, it's playable. Fast action. Fairly, like, slim neck on this. Easy player. Let's switch to the Marshall model on my Iridium here. Guys, right off the bat, I think this is a really fun guitar. I don't think the color is my thing. I don't go for all black stuff, but for $300, if that's what these cost, that's what I remember them costing. There's a couple of the colors, I think, but you could get this and go mod crazy on it because the bones are there. It's a playable guitar. It's a fun player. Nice, slim, fast neck on here. Decent tone. I mean, no, they're budget pickups. They're not fancy pants pickups anyways, but like I said, you could mod this thing. Throw whatever you want in there. You could even throw, you know, a Vibromate and a Bigsby on this thing. Cut a custom pick guard for it. I don't know. Repaint it. It's a bolt-on neck. It wouldn't be that hard to mess around with refinishing it, doing some, you know, ghetto paint jobs on it. You know me. You know what I like to do. Base 6 or Jaguar next? I'm going to do the Jaguar. I hope this one is set up nice. At least as nice as that Affinity Starcaster. I'm nervous. Right off the bat, the neck is nice and full and vintagey. This is a Squier Classic Vibes 70s Jaguar. Let's tune it up. Fans of the channel know that I have a 80s made in Japan Jaguar that I adore. We'll see how this stacks up. Let's look at the details. Split top tuners on that. You know I love those split top tuners. Glossy neck, binding. I'm going to guess Pau Ferro fretboard on it. Block inlays. Kind of that, you know, that Squier version of Seafoam Green. It's a little bit more desaturated than, you know, a higher end Seafoam Green. But it has its own charms to it. Tortoise pickguard. All your standard controls for a Jaguar. Squier version of the offset trim. I don't know what the price is on these. I'm guessing $350 to $400 because that's where classic vibes tend to sit. Let's stop Dick and Ray. Let's dial in a surf tone. Playing sloppy. Neck pickup. Liking it. I know it seems like I like everything. The neck is reminding me of my vintage modified Jazzmaster, where it's fuller, feels kind of wider than my MIJ Jaguar. The frets are probably more similar to my MIJ Jaguar, though. They're a lighter fret wire. Interestingly enough, not dressed as smooth as the frets on this Affinity Starcaster. A little bit rougher on the edges there. That is very interesting. Who's ever on the assembly line for this Jaguar here needs to look over the room to whoever's on the assembly line for the Affinity stuff and know that they're coming after your job, buddy. You better, you better look out. I mean, it's not bad. It's exactly what I would expect from a Squier. I think it's just so surprising that the frets are nice and smooth on that Affinity. I got the bag with the trim bar in it from the base 6 box. Let's see if it's compatible with this. It is. Same part. Guys, this is pretty great. Here's the rhythm circuit. Let's throw some more drive at it. It's fallen out of tune a little bit, but that's bound to happen with a guitar that's fresh out of the box. Just like my vintage modified Jazzmaster, I'm surprised at how smooth the trim is on this Squier, and the arm stays in place. Historically, famously, these arms swing all over the place and fall out, and you need to do all kinds of stuff to adjust them, but right out of the box, it's nice and firm in there. Let's move on to the base 6. Steal that arm back. That's a fun player though. If I didn't already have a Jaguar that I loved, that MIJ, I might be looking for a Squier Jaguar to sit opposite of my Jazzmaster. Maybe not that color. I'm not 100% on that kind of slightly desaturated surf green, sonic blue, whatever it is. But I don't know. It does it. That's a Jaguar. If you want the Jaguar experience, there it is. Oh, man. Getting weird with this guy. It's going to need a tune, that's for sure. My tuner does not like it. It's too low. I had to bust out my phone tuner to get it in tune. All right, Squier bass 6. If you don't know, bass 6 has heavy, heavy bass strings on it. It's tuned like a guitar, E to E, with everything in between. Offset trim on here. 3 Jaguar style pickups in it. 4 switches on here. I'm assuming this is a strangle switch, like on a Jaguar. And then you have your 3 pickup selectors. Split top tuners. Glossy neck. Decent fretwork on this, nice and smooth. Not as shiny and polished as that Affinity. Who did the fretwork on that Affinity? They need a raise. Sunburst body. Tortoise pickguard. I mean, you can see all that. Same kind of offset trim there. Feels like it's hung up on something. Alright, back in tune. We'll stay away from the bar. It felt like it was getting hung up on something. It's not smooth and returning to balance when I used it. So there might need to be some dialing in with that trim. Let's try to go for like a pure bass tone with this. It doesn't sound like a full bass. It just doesn't have like that low end, probably because of the pickups. But it definitely has that tic-tac sort of bass sort of sound. Man, is it fun though? Yeah, that is the strangle switch, like the mid-low cut. On a regular Jaguar, I actually really like the strangle switch on the neck position pickup. On this, I'm not sure I'm liking it on anything. It's just a little bit too dramatic for me. I am liking this guitar though. I'm liking the low, long strings. I'm liking, you know, doing open guitar chords. in like a bass format. I just switched to a different cab setting on the Iridium. You know I gotta fuzz it. You know I have to fuzz this. The octave fuzz might be a little much. That might have been a lot of nonsense. I don't know, but it was fun to play. I'm gonna say that this is probably the Squier offset that I would buy for me right now if I was gonna make that decision for myself, just because I don't have anything else like it. I don't even have a bass right now. And it kind of fills that territory. It, note-wise it does. It doesn't quite have the low end of a bass guitar. I was playing one of those Squier basses earlier, and that's a bass guitar. This is a bass 6. It's just a different beast. I think for most people, I could recommend this as being the one that you should buy, though. If you don't have a Jaguar, and you've been Jaguar curious, I think this is a safe bet. It's got the features, it's got the sound, it's got the looks, it's got the feel. I'm a big fan of my vintage modified Jazzmaster, and this has all the hallmarks of what I love about that guitar. Just, it's a Jaguar instead. The Affinity Starcaster. If you're looking for a mod project, if you're looking for something to slam around the stage in a punk rock sort of way, I think this will get you there. The build quality on this specific one, I'm really impressed by, especially the fretwork on it.
Yeah, you know what I want to tell you, give you kind of a heads up.
How weird that the fretwork is so good on what is the cheapest one out of this lot. There is quality control drift on any instrument at this price point. It's just going to happen. So I say keep your receipts. Always be prepared to give things a fine looking over when you order them. Here at Pitbull, I know that they do setups on everything before it goes out because I know the guy who does the setups and he tells me about everything that he sets up. different retailers do different stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, just like leaving your nasty comments. Support the sponsors if I have any on this video, and stay grounded. Bye, everybody.